So for some long while now, the question's been asked, where are we? What is this place that lies beyond Satchitananda, or existence, knowledge, and bliss? The dimensions of existence, of life. And there's that story about Tilopa. And Tilopa was born into the lowest caste, so he was a pariah, an outcast for the most part in society. So he had to live by his wiles, and so he became a gambler. And he survived by gambling, but he became a compulsive gambler. And he had good times and he had bad times. He had good luck and he had bad luck. But for the most part, he survived. But he also had aspirations that one day he could be rich, that he could make his fortune. That was his dream. And then, with this dream, he thought that he could be accepted. His wealth would allow him to belong. But there came a time when Tilopa's luck seemed to run out. He had a run where he lost everything. He had to sell the meager belongings that he had, and then he lived on credit. But after a while, his creditors came after him. But so he had to run and hide. So he found himself hiding in the cemetery ground, in the cremation ground. But somehow they found him, and they beat him till he was half dead. And so he was lying in the cemetery ground, bewailing his fate. And then it so happened that a yogi came by and saw him in this pitiful state and said to him, "Have you been beset by robbers?" And Tilopa said, "No, I brought myself to this place." And he explained what had happened to him. So the yogi said, "Well, since you find yourself in this place of desolation, perhaps you'd like to try meditation." Tilopa said, "What are the odds?" And then he burst into tears, with tears rolling down his face, and he said, you see what I'm like, you see what I'm like." But then he said, "Well, if you can guarantee me that I won't have to stop gambling, I'll give it a try." So the yogi gave Tilopa initiation and empowerment, and taught him a form of meditation, stating that he must experience the inherent nature of all three realms: the sensual, the aesthetic, and the formless, which in our parlance is the level of cause and effect, the level of spirit, and the level of oneness. So Tilopa spent 9 years seeking the inherent nature of the sensual realm. In doing so, he came to emptiness, and then he sought the inherent nature of the ascetic realm. the dream realm, the realm of aspirations. And that too came to emptiness. And then he looked at the level of oneness, formlessness, and he came to emptiness. After this, it could be said, and was said by his yogi teacher who appeared to him again, "You have broken the bones of emptiness." After this, Tilopa became a great teacher for many, many years. And before he ascended into the ethereal realm, he told his disciples, "Had I not experienced the anguish, the pain, and learned the ways, the foibles and failings of life, I could never have attained this power." So the question can be asked of us, where is it that our mind comes to rest after experiences, the experiences that we inevitably have in each of these realms? They still exist, even though Satchitananda is one word, and all three realms merge together in us, and yet our mind can still relate to cause and effect, dreams and aspirations, intuitions, visions, and also to the interrelatedness, our affinity with whatever reality we meet. And yet, there are those three dimensions, clearly definable. Where does your mind come to rest after each experience, on whatever level it might be? Have you broken the bones of emptiness? Is your mind still seeking something on which to rest? Have you broken the bones of emptiness? Thank you, thank you.